Yeah. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. 914 Westchester County, New York. I'm not going to be up here that long. I just want everybody to know I will be going live tomorrow to do our Cash App giveaway. Our Cash App giveaway. It's going to be $40 for those that can guess what the phrases are. What the phrases are. That's all I'm going to say about that Cash App donation giveaway. It is what it is. 914 Westchester County, New York. I am in the house. I'm in the motherfucking house. I've been in my house for maybe an hour. Yep. Yep. Maybe. Yep. I just got home a little after 7. It is what it is. Shout out to my chat and thank you for coming over and seeing about me. Got 2 ghost watchers in the house. Thank you for coming over. Thank anyone for coming over. Because I'm not very popular right now. It is what it is. I am in the house. This is 914 Westchester County. This is me. Arabia Barbosa 914 Westchester County, New York. We are in the house. And I saw the video that Sis did earlier today. And I viewed it while I was at my job. And he was speaking some very truth statements. He was asking questions. He wanted to know what was going on. And he has a right to ask questions because this is how they are viewing our community. This is how the whole world views our community. And it is what it is. And I saw the story where he did about the man and the woman. The child was in the cage and all that. But see, it's more about being in the cage. Because in our community, when you don't respond at a certain age, they want to ask, are you gay? Are you a part of the gay movement? Because when my adoptive mother was growing up, and she was a sharecropper's daughter. And she told me when they saw chickens or roosters acting a certain way towards a certain sex, they killed those people. I'm not saying that's what happened with these children, but child abuse is very common in our community. It's very common. And we need to speak up against it. T.S. Madison is speaking up against it every day. He spoke up. Well, she spoke up. Sometimes I get the pronouns mixed up. But it is what it is. I'm just saying when I say out of love and out of concern, it is what it is. And the Black community has always disrespected their children. The Black community has always abused their children. The Black community has always done negative things to their children. That's why I tell these women, when you have a child, protect your child. It's a very simple job. It's a very simple job to be a mother, a true mother. Because a lot of you women are dirtbags. And I'm twirling with you right now. I'm twirling with you right now. Arabia Barbosa 914, Westchester County, New York. I'm twirling with the Black women that mistreat their children. Because I was a child at one time, and I remember the mistreatment I received. Whether it was from the people that was raising me, and later on it came from other people. But I always told myself I don't want to get involved with that bullshit, with that politics. But yes, it needs to be exposed. It needs to be talked about. The black community, you do disrespect your children. You do abuse your children. You do abandon your children. You do kill your children. It's a real fact. And in a few more years, for every married couple, they're going to ask for you to be licensed to have children, to have a family. It's going to be a licensed program. We are being programmed 24/7, 365 days of the year. We're being programmed to do this. I'm not being programmed because I don't have any children. I don't have any children. I made that decision long time ago. I made the decision, but others behind me and beside me, in front of me, did not stop making the decision to have children. And the black church is not helping us. Our black politicians are not helping us. Some are, and others are not. It is what it is. I'm not going to be up here that long, but I just want to let you know what I feel about this subject. Sis brought out the subject today, and it's a very important subject, especially for those of you young women and young men that get together. You don't have any money to take care of these children. When the children come, you don't even want the children. So it's a problem. It's an issue. In the animal kingdom, especially with the lions, they don't have that problem. The lions don't have that problem. The squirrels don't have that problem. The birds don't have that problem. But sis, you did bring out a lot of feelings today. You brought out a lot of feelings. Because what I explained about my own life, how my own biological father put a padlock on the fucking door, trying to trap in my mother, myself, whoever else was in the fucking house. It happens. Child abuse happens. And sometimes people get murdered and killed behind being too angry and taking that out on the children. Don't take it out on the children. Don't get angry with the children because you are a failure. Some of you women are failures. Some of you men are failures. And it is what it is. I recognize it. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. But I'm talking. I'm talking. Shout out to my chat. And my chat members respect me. And they know what I'm feeling. And it is real about this child abuse. And we need to address it. We need to stop sweeping it under the rug. We need to stop it. You know how many children die from child abuse, child neglect? A few years ago, just because one of my sisters said she wanted a divorce from someone, he decided to kill her and her children. When I went to that funeral, 4 caskets. and one was draped with American flag. It's real. It's real. This is not no fairy tale story. This is not no movie. This is not no sitcom on somebody's TV show. We're not on Oprah. We're not on nobody channel. We in our own channel. And I'm addressing the problem. I've been talking about it for a couple of months. Been talking about it. It is what it is. Shout out to the chat. And thank you for coming over and supporting this page. Thank you for coming. I love you so much for coming over and supporting the page. Even T.S. Madison. He also, I get the pronouns mixed up, but T.S. Madison talked about it. Other people in the community is talking about it now. Now we got grown men saying that they was sexually abused by their relatives that were male. Some of them were females. And what did the Bible say about those that disrespect children in that way? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. But it is what it is. And we had a big discussion about that on my job today. Me and my coworkers, we discussed that. Because we talking about the sexual offenders that's in our communities. And what did some of my people do when we was in New York? We used to expose the ones that was registered. Yes. We used to chase them off the bus, chase them off the train, chase them at the neighborhood, chase them at the state sometime. Hello. I just got news today that one of my homeboys died. He was a dude that liked to use them drugs and get high and drive down the street with that moped he had. Somebody hit him. But before he got hit with that moped, it was one particular day he went into a park right here in South Carolina, not too far from 180. A man came out there shooting a gun, trying to kill his girlfriend. And my homeboy held up his hands and said, "Don't do that." The woman was injured. The woman went into the hospital. The woman sat in a coma for a little bit of time, maybe 2 months. But when she came back, her finger was missing. Her pinky finger was missing. She's still living. My homeboy is dead. You know why he's dead? Because he got drunk and got high on drugs and got killed on a moped. But we need to start talking about what's going on in the community with these children. And I'm getting very upset even thinking about it. T.S. Madison approached the subject the other day. Sis approached the subject today on his live video. I went over there to see what Sis was talking about, and Sis was talking about a very subject that is very important and very stressful. It is what it is. Shout out to the chat. But I just want to let everybody know I'm acknowledging what is being done, what is being said. who was saying it, how they said it, when they said it, how often they say it. Because in our community, this doesn't get talked about child abuse. People beating on children that don't even belong to you. Children that's in the foster care system or in the group home system or been adopted. Those children are being abused 24/7. Some children are being starved. It's a reality. It's a reality. It's something I cannot escape from. Even I don't want to talk about it. But I have to talk about it. Because if I don't talk about it, it will never be heard. I was working with a young woman today, and she did prison time just like the way I did. But she's much younger than myself. She went to the same prisons I went to. And me and her had a big discussion. We had a discussion. She's a lesbian. We had a discussion. I'm a lesbian, even though I sleep with men every now and then. But today I was able to break free of one of my addictions. And that is to men that don't respect me at all. You want all my trust, but you don't respect me. It is what it is. And I looked at that young woman, she looked at me. She said, Arabia, are you coming back to the job tomorrow? I will be there with bells on. I will be there. You are lead on the job. Tell me what you want me to do for these buildings, how to clean up outside the buildings. I already got my own ideas, but I'm just waiting for her to take lead, because it's going to be one day these young people are going to have to take lead, and our older people, our older generation, are going to have to sit back and let them take lead. I can't tell that woman what to do. I'm not interested in telling that woman what to do. She knows what to do. I just have my own suggestions. And I'm not going to even tell her what I'm going to do tomorrow. What I'm going to do tomorrow while they clean them buildings, I'm going to be cleaning the outside of that whole work area, the whole work site. I'm going to get me a wheelbarrow, and I'm going to get all that trash up. I'm going to get all that debris up, and I'm going to throw everything in the dumpster. That's what I'm going to do. Now, if she needs me on the building, she will let me know, I need you on the building. But we talked today, and she was at the same prisons I was at. Shout out to her. This video is not going to be that long. I just want to come up here and let my people know I love you. I appreciate you. And tomorrow is going to be our Cash App giveaway, $40. If anyone can solve the riddle. It'll be $5 for the smaller prize. It is what it is. Shout out to my chat. Shout out to my chat. Shout out to my supporters. Shout out to my subscribers for riding with me this long. And we just heard that Rainy Hot Topics, Life Talk with Rainy, is back on this sector of YouTube. Now, a lot of you remember me fighting against this woman, doing videos against her. I'm not going to do that this time, because she has not bothered me. She has not said anything about me. I'm not worried about her. I'm worried about the Jabba the Hutt over there, but I'm not even worried about her. It's getting to a point when I'm going to start ignoring everyone until they do that one tiny touch. It is what it is. 914, which is the county of New York. We are in the house. We are in the house. And we're going to be here for a little while. But I'm getting ready to close out this video, and we will see each other in another video. Thank you for coming over and participating in the chat. Thank you for coming over and visiting with my page. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get the message out about these children. Let's get the message out. And I might do a video tomorrow. I might ask her to come on camera. I might just approach her and be like, yo, I'm a YouTuber. Do you mind speaking a few words? I will not have her on camera. I will not do that to her. If she wants to be on camera, that's something. But I know 9 times out of 10 she don't want to be on camera. But I'm going to ask her. And tomorrow will probably be our day to do everything and talk about everything. And we are at peace with each other. See, the younger generation, the older generation need to get at peace with each other. And I know that me being 50 years old, I cannot carry the whole load. A lot of people that was on that job today is 50 plus. When they go out to that job tomorrow, I'll be there, but it probably the other people will probably not be there because they got another obligation to go to. It is what it is. That's how life runs. Life is like a maze, a chessboard. Life is like a storm. And I made it through certain storms. And now I need to talk to the younger generation because she might be running in the storm that I had already went through. And me and her will talk a little bit closer tomorrow. I was a lesbian for years. She's a lesbian now. Her life might change in a few more years. I don't know. But I don't want her to get weak. I want her to be strong. And she knows what to do. She did her time in prison. Shout out to us that did prison time. And shout out to the ones that didn't do prison time because we're all important. We're all important. Meet me tomorrow in my next video on someone else's chat. Thank you for coming over here. I love you. Peace. 914.